guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. So as you know, I've moved to Los Angeles and I've always had anxiety and depression, and it's just been really hitting me hard lately. So I kind of wanted to talk about tips for happiness. A lot of these are new to me, and then some kind of seem like common sense, but I just kind of wrote down a list of things to mentally do and things to like physically do to just kind of get you out of a funk. So even if you don't have like anxiety or depression, if you just want to feel happier and have a more fulfilled life, these are really great tips to just practice every single day. And some of them might seem kind of unnatural to you, but the more you do it, the more you're just going to change your thoughts. Because sometimes I kind of find myself having very negative thoughts, and then just practicing a few different things, I can literally just like flip these thoughts and like just shut off the negativity and then just focus on the positives. So I'm just going to kind of give you some tricks what to mentally do and physically do. So if you want to hear some of these tips, just keep on watching. So the first thing that has really helped me lately, and I just read this, but you probably heard of The Secret. It's a book all about the law of attraction. So I always heard about it and people always raved about it, and I was kind of like, oh yeah, I'll read it eventually. And then I was just feeling really down. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy this book. I need to change my thoughts because I was just kind of like drowning in negativity and I wanted to like break free from that. So I actually downloaded the audiobook. So I was listening to it in my car, like to and from work, and then when I was in my apartment, and immediately this book just like had me hooked. So I was listening to it and they were just talking about all of these things that just are so true and you don't even realize. So I was reading it and it was automatically just like changing my outlook on everything. And I was thinking about it more and more, and it just makes so much sense. Like if you put out positivity, you're gonna get that back. You're gonna attract those same kind of people to you. And then if you constantly think of like all these negative things, you're gonna attract more negativity into your life. So just listening to it, I was like, that makes so much sense. Like I can't believe more people don't do this. But it's easy to kind of fall into that negativity, and I always would find myself doing that. But I highly recommend reading The Secret or listening to it on Audible. It just really helped me kind of change my thought process, and it's made me think, like, as soon as like a negative thought pops into my mind, I'm like, I immediately think of The Secret and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna think negative, I'm going to think of the positives. So that book has absolutely helped me, so I highly recommend that. That is my first tip to kind of like start creating this like happier life for yourself. The next tip I have is think about solutions, not problems. It's very easy to kind of think about all the problems in your life, everything that's going on that you're not happy with. Instead of like dwelling on all the problems that are occurring in your life, just think of the solutions. Like, okay, I'm not gonna think of the problem, I'm gonna think about what I can do to help that problem, to get rid of that problem, and that's you once again thinking of the positives rather than the negative. My next tip is look at everything you have done rather than looking at everything you haven't done. So this has actually been a huge thing for me, because moving to LA, there's like so much I want to accomplish. So every day I like expect so much, and I expect to like get everything done. I expect to see this instant progress, and it just hasn't been happening that way. So I've been just feeling kind of down. I'm like, oh, I'm never gonna succeed. Like, what am I doing here? And then just talking to Christian, and he's really helped me like so much throughout this. What I started to do is, instead of like waking up and realizing, oh, don't have that yet, oh, I haven't done that, I think about everything that I have accomplished and everything that I have. Like, I sit down for a second and I'm like, oh my God, I really am so freaking blessed, and I never saw these blessings before. I did, like I knew that I was very blessed, but like it wasn't the same. I would kind of dwell on what I don't have. So like I kind of sit down, or like when I first wake up, I like think about everything that I've done and everything that I've accomplished, and that has just kind of like set up my day, so I'm instantly in a good mood. I'm like, wow, I have done a lot of stuff. So I highly recommend looking at everything you have accomplished and everything you've done rather than everything you haven't done. My next mental tip is always expect happiness. Don't expect, oh, I'm gonna have a bad day, all these negative things are happening to me. Nope, just always expect happiness. Especially when you wake up and it's just gonna set your day. You're just gonna feel happier and you're gonna feel uplifted. So always expect happiness. Another mental tip is don't envy people that are happy. Don't feel this jealousy, because that's just gonna bring you down and just like suck you into this negativity. Be happy for people that are having great success in their life and are happy. Don't look at them like, oh, I wish I had them, and then feel jealous and like envy them. No, you can have that too. You just have to change your thought process. So look at them and be like, wow, they're so happy. I'm so happy. So moving on to the physical things that you can do to feel happier, my first tip is to listen to music. That seems just like common sense, but it really does help so much. If you're feeling really anxious, your anxiety is like getting a hold of you, listen to relaxing music. I really like listening to like meditation stations on Spotify, and then I just find that really helps me. I like listening to meditation music while I'm in the shower or when I'm actually meditating, which I will talk about meditation and yoga and all of that in this section. And if you don't want to listen to like relaxing music, then put on something that you can dance to, that's something that it just makes you happy, maybe a song that has like a good feeling associated with it. So listen to music, go on a drive in your car, blast the music, and yeah, that'll make you feel so much better. Another tip that I love doing is watching comedies. A lot of times, like when I'm watching TV or something, I'm like, oh, there's so much I could be doing. But no, you need to kind of like let yourself have a break. So it's okay to sit down, watch movies, do those kind of things that you love. But I highly recommend watching comedies when you're feeling down. Once you start laughing and you're smiling, it just like totally changes your mood. Some of my favorite comedies that I love to watch are Sisters. I freaking love Sisters. You will die laughing. And then an older comedy, not really older, but like I love Land of the Lost. Will Ferrell just freaking cracks me up all the time. And then the new show on Netflix, Girl Boss, about the founder of Nasty Gal. Oh my god, not only is it like inspirational, like everything she did, but it's so freaking funny. Like I was laughing out loud by myself like so much with that show. Another thing you can do is read. So maybe reading an uplifting book or reading a book that kind of like has inspirational quotes or is inspirational, or The Secret, because The Secret was absolutely huge for me. But just reading, it's gonna kind of like, it's different than just watching TV. It's a different way of escaping, and it's just gonna put you in a better mood. So read something that's happy, something that's exciting, something that's gonna make you feel just better. Another thing you can do is do something for yourself. So don't feel guilty. If you want to buy a pair of shoes, if you want to go grab a drink, if you want to grab food, if you want to buy whatever, just go on a hike, take a yoga class, anything. Do things for you. Don't feel guilty about it. It's okay to reward yourself. Another thing you can do is do at least one thing a day that makes someone else happy. So telling a joke, giving a compliment, just anything like that. Do something that's going to make someone else happy, and then it's going to come back to you and you're going to feel good. So another thing you can do is volunteer, just really helping others and kind of not thinking about yourself, putting your energy into helping someone else. It's just going to make you feel so good inside. So I highly recommend volunteering for whatever you are passionate about, whether it's animals or the earth. My next tip is just to smile. Even if you don't feel like smiling, if you're not happy, just smile. Fake it till you make it. My next tip is so huge, and it's kind of common sense, but it's just so huge. It's to eat healthy and exercise. When you eat healthy, it's just gonna make you feel so much better. It's not gonna weigh you down. It's not gonna make you fatigued. It's gonna put you in a better mood. Eating healthy literally changes your brain chemistry. So just making sure you eat healthy. I would really research on being vegetarian or vegan. There's great channels that you can watch, and just like cutting out dairy and meat are just such a benefit to your body. It just affects you in so many amazing ways. And exercise is huge. It just makes you feel so much better about yourself. When you're losing weight or you're toning up, you just like, your confidence goes up, and while you're exercising, all these endorphins are flowing through you, so it just puts you in a better mood. So find an exercise that you enjoy doing. It shouldn't feel like a chore. It should be something you're excited to do, whether it's take a class like yoga or Pilates or something like that, going on a hike, going biking, swimming, anything like that. Just exercise, get moving. I personally love doing yoga, and I love taking yoga classes, and I actually just do yoga in my apartment too. I watch YouTube videos. There are so many, but my favorite is Boho Beautiful. I'll have her channel linked down below. Her yoga videos are just so amazing. She has yoga for all kinds of different things, plus she does Pilates, and she's just so beautiful, and she just has a very inspiring channel. So I definitely recommend, if you just want to do yoga at home, definitely watch Boho Beautiful. Another thing to do is meditate. Even though you're like, oh, I don't want to meditate, just try it and just see what happens. When you meditate and you really take out the time, it can be even like 3 minutes to 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be very long. Go somewhere that's quiet where you can clear your mind, and it's okay when you first start meditating, it's okay to have a ton of thoughts. It's normal. Just try to like push those thoughts aside, and when you practice meditation more and more, those thoughts will just like leave. The more you practice meditation, the easier it's gonna be to clear your thoughts, and just practicing like deep breathing, it's gonna make you feel so much better. And meditation is just such a great way to control your thoughts. It'll be easier to block out the negative thoughts that, and it's just gonna put you in such a great mood. I'm gonna link down Rochelle Fox's YouTube channel because she talks a lot about meditation. She actually has a meditation course, so I'm gonna have her channel linked down below if you want to find out more information about that. And my last tip is to get outside and just walk in nature. This is so huge if you want to go hiking or if you want to go to the beach or go through the woods. Just being outside and being in nature is just going to make you feel so much better. So those are all my tips for you. There are so many more tips that you can do to like make yourself feel happier and get yourself out of a bad mood, but these are just like the biggest ones in my life. I really hope this helps some of you, especially if you're like suffering from depression or anxiety. I know how that feels. It's absolutely awful. And just doing these changes in your life, it's just going to make you feel so much better. And if you are severely depressed or have anxiety, consult your doctor because that could be a much more serious issue. But I just really hope this helps you and kind of brings positivity and light into your life. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos. I do all kinds of different videos, so subscribe if you want to see all of that. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.